A true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, France certainly produced some fine defenders in recent times, and this boy, Lenny Yoro, seems to be another superb prospect. Extremely confident on the ball, he has a wonderful passing range that allows him to bypass the high press, and he's the type of defender you can't do without nowadays.
Okay, interesting. Matheus Cunha. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Fofana getting this one clear. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Delivers the ball. Sanchez gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Cucurella. Fofana. Pato. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Muscular approach does pay off here. Evan. Looks to the other side. And it's Dallo. Can he deliver? Diogo Dallo puts a cross in. That has been knocked clear. A real chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Gusto. Lavia. Palmer. Fernandes. João Pedro. And here's Palmer. Now it's Fernandes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Fofana. Palmer. And here's Neto, and it's Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha, and it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pato. Fofana. Fofana, head over towards the opposite flank. Fernandes. Pato. Cucurella. That's a good run down the left. Oh, this is a great position. Heaven gets it clear, and that's been won straight back. Pato. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Heaven did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Matheus Cunha. Gusto cuts it out. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Hato. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Caicedo. João Pedro. Plays it through. Hit into the middle. Palmer gets flagged offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper. João Pedro. Cucurella. Hato. Heaven cuts out the pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. And it's Dallo. Fernandes. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Caicedo. A couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Calmly anticipates. Fernandes, it's an imaginative pass, and back to the keeper they go. Casemiro. Yoro, shifted upfield. Diogo Dallo, aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Palmer, here's onto this. Palmer! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Palmer certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Casemiro. Menu gently done. Fofana gets rid without sophistication. Pedro Neto. Hato. Fofana. Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Turns and goes back. Fernandes. He's had a shot! A throw. Fernandes. It's a good-looking delivery. Heaven getting this one clear. So what can they make of this? Ahmad. Ahmad. Menu. Lovely, now then. Gusto. Gusto, forwards and with intent. João Pedro. Still goalless. Now it's João Pedro. Lavia. Great defending, strong and determined. Diogo Dalot. Euro. Evan. Bruno Fernandes is onto it in a flash. Evan. Ahmad. Casemiro. Moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Shot a goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
They've played it short, and it's Dalot. That's very neat. Bruno Fernandes. That's a cute ball. Heaven chooses to go cross-field. And here's Ahmad. Played out to the right. Oh, that is Ahmad! Caicedo. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Matheus Cunha. Ahmad. Spread out to the left. Lovely feet. Shaw has got himself a free kick. Bruno Fernandes! That has been knocked clear. And it's Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmer. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Gusto. Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Diogo Dalot. movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has been cut short. And that's put paid to a promising move. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Matt has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Proves too strong. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Shaw. Ahmad. Well read, and the danger is averted. João Pedro. Fernandes. Gusto. Fernandes. Gusto. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Menu. Evan. Bruno Fernandes. Menu shifted upfield. Fofana. Fernandes. And it's played forward. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Ahmad. Well read, nice interception. Palmer. It's run loose here. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Out to the right. Gusto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And it's been given away. He's found a way through. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cucurella. Hato, gently done.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Fernandes. João Pedro. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Menu. Heaven, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. And it's Fernandez. Casemiro wins the duel this time. Ahmad. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And it's played forward. Gets it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. He has found the way through. Fofana gets good distance on it. Gusto producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Palmer played out towards the right wing. Matheus Cunha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer. Fernandes. Out to the right. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedro Neto plays it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, nice touch. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Menu. Heaven, and he goes cross-field. Ahmad. Oh, good spread. Oh, well measured. Ahmad. Played out to the right. Played in by... Oh, smashing header! Goal! Manchester United! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Matheus Cunha demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cucurella. Pedro Neto looking to run onto it. Casemiro forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Hato. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Gusto. Fofana. Fernandes. Caicedo. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ahmad. He's shifting through the gears here. Lavia does really well to win the ball there. Caicedo. Fofana. Palmer. Cucurella. Now he's off and running. Fofana. Lavia. Fofana shifted upfield. And it's Gusto. Fernandez. Menu, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gusto. Fernandez. Fofana. Lavia. Nice physical challenge. Fernandez. Palmer in acres of space out wide. Casemiro aim forwards. Ahmad. Diogo Dalot. Out to the right. Aimed in towards the centre. And that is not finding anyone. Fernandez. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. Fofana. Fofana, gently done. Caicedo. Hato. And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. Cucurella has it in a wide position. Pedro Neto. Nice control. Diallo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yoro. Casemiro forwards and with intent. Lavia. Played towards the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far, and if the pep talk works we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Palmer. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And that is out of play. Bruno Fernandes. Heaven. Casemiro. Heaven, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Shaw. That's good play. And that has been clubbed away. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. Out to the left it goes. Ball driven towards the far post. And that's too far for anyone. Pedro Neto. Fofana. Gusto. Palmer. Heaven, aim forwards. Now it's João Pedro. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Over to the left. And it's Shaw. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. That's going to go a long way. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Yoro. Casemiro. Heaven. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ahmad. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ahmad. A lot of space ahead of him. Shooting chance! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
And it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. So who's he picking out? Bruno Fernandes. And it's hoisted clear. Ahmad. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ahmad is offering a right smile there.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Lavia. Hato. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Cucurella.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch.
And it's Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Tries to get it clear. Hato have it back and can go again. Tries a shot! Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Diogo Dalot. He's gone direct here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That'll be a throw. Gusto gets a cross in. It'll be a throw-in. Gusto. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Casemiro. Yoro chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Dalot. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that is rather wayward. Gusto. Palmer. Caicedo. Lavia gently down. Matheus Cunha. Ahmad. Great work on the overlap. Diogo Dalot. He is through here. Pedro Neto. Lavia. Moved on forwards. Evan. Casemiro. That's really well manoeuvred. Diallo played out towards the right wing. Now it's Ahmad. Gusto tries to clear. They've won a corner. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Real chance! He'll try to keep this alive. But he's there to get it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Fernandes. Palmer. Gusto. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Hato. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Palmer. Almost an hour gone. Fernandes. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, That's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Diogo Dalot. And it's played forward. Succumbs to the pressure. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Yoro. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. Looks to the other side. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes shoots! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
And that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Hato. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ahmad. That's a good ball. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Bruno Fernandes! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was beautiful, something close to genius. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Clearly not happy with that. Casemiro. Yoro. Menu. Yoro forwards and with intent. Hato.
Manchester United are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. João Pedro. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto knocks it out wide. Shaw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Fernandes. Danger averted for now. Fofana. Caicedo. Cucurella. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Played down the flank. Produces a cross. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Shaw. Menu. Spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he cuts out the supply. Palmer. Now it's Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Crossing. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Here comes another cross. And reclaimed it in a trice. Caicedo. Lavia. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gusto gets over and intercepts. Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. And here's Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Menu. Yoro. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Fofana shifted upfield. João Pedro. By Gittins. Oh, good ball! Chance, surely! No, he's missed it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. Chooses to go back. Out to the right. Cross goes in there. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Pedro Neto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Heaven, aim forwards. Played out to the right. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot has created one goal already. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto ploughing through the middle. Ahmad. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Fofana. Fofana, gently done. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Fofana makes the interception. Hato. Pedro Neto. Now here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Evan. Casemiro. Moved on forwards. Ahmad. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. João Pedro. Yoro. Menu. Matheus Cunha. Great defending, strong and determined. Hato. Caicedo. And it's played forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Yoro. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lavia. Gusto. Fofana. Bino Gittins. Menu. Matheus Cunha. Bino Gittins. Hato. Hato shifted upfield. Fernandes. João Pedro. Over to the left. Oh, that's neat. He's got away. A chance to play it in. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the shot! Nice defending, physical and effective. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Shaw. Yoro, aim forwards. Ahmad. Diogo Dalot, gently done. Cucurella. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Lavia. Hato. Hato, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Now he's got space here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Gusto. Bino Gittins. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. Cucurella. He's got to be in here! Gusto. That is good strength. Shapes to shoot! Ahmad. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. He's found the way through. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Hato. Caicedo.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Heaven. Oh, good-looking ball. Fofana. Lavia. Hato. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. João Pedro. That's tidy.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Heaven, and he goes cross-field. Oh, nicely intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Out for a throw. Menu, probing pass. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes! It's in!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played into space. He's in space and looking for options. Time to deliver. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right...
And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.